Is this the most exciting one-on-one in Titans All Access history? Brett Kern, to you it is, because you claim that it has taken 10 seasons. We've interviewed you before.
Not in this format, no.
You're kidding.
Yeah, this is a big day for me.
As big as the Pro Bowl, or
it's close? It's close. As far as accomplishments as a Titan, this is up there.
People always think that it went Craig Hentrick, then Brett Kern. But there was actually Reggie Hodges in between for a very brief period of time.
I actually played against Reggie when he went to Ball State, and I was at Toledo, and I was a freshman. He was a senior, and I just remember thinking, this guy can pound the ball.
Oh, yeah.
So I think he played for 8-9 years and had a good career, and we still keep in touch a little bit here and there. Yeah, I was very thankful, when I got released in Denver to be able to come here, and Craig was on IR, for him to be able to help me out that year, just to kind of acclimate to Tennessee, and then to really help me through just getting cut and kind of the mental toll that it can kind of take on you, especially for kicker or punter. So he was a huge blessing to be able to work under him for the year that he was here, and then obviously we still stay in touch and hang out and play a little golf. So
you've gotten better, consistently gotten better throughout your career. I mean, obviously 2017 was your best year yet. How does an athlete have the ability to get better as they start to move toward their mid-30s? That's not heard of a lot.
Yeah, honestly, I think, when Ryan got here, seeing how he trains and takes care of his body, he pushed me a little bit. And so to be able to work together, working out together, doing a lot of that stuff together and kind of changing diet a little bit. And then, the more seasons you play, the more comfortable you get out there. Going into year 11, I feel like I've seen a lot of different situations, been in a lot of different situations, and I've played in every stadium. Last year I was able to accomplish that, and so you can kind of go back on a lot of experiences over the years. And when you play in Buffalo, what do you remember? What was the wind like? The certain conditions, or when you go to Cleveland or some of these places that you play at, the more experience you get, the more punch you get, just the more comfortable you get out there. I've just been able to work on a lot of things in the off season and in training camp. Just different tools in the toolbox to make you a better punter.
What did the Pro Bowl mean to you?
Well, it was when I found out, I was with my wife, and I immediately started crying, just because it was a moment of joy, of just kind of flashback of my dad, going out to the high school field and being willing to do whatever, whether it was chase down punts or underhand snaps, to in college, getting ready for a pro workout, going to a golf dome at 9 o'clock at night. The heat didn't work, and my wife, now fiance at the time, she would go out there and chase balls down, and just willing to help out, and just going through all the years of being a Titan, and from getting cut in Denver to now, just a lot of hard work, a lot of effort. So kind of all that came out at one moment. It was a huge blessing. It was a great time.
What is an off season full of training like for you?
This year, with the playoff run that we had, that was a lot of fun. To be able to go to the Pro Bowl, it kind of changed the off-season around a little bit for me. I usually just take some time off, just away from football, just to spend some time with the family, take the kids to school, go have lunch with them. But then, about a month, maybe a month and a half before we report, I'll start working out and lifting and doing a lot of things that's my time to really try to get stronger.
All right, without being humble, give us a scouting report of where you think you need to improve throughout the 2018 season to be more successful than maybe you were in 2017.
There's always something that I can definitely get better at. I even felt like last year it could have been better. As far as maybe, punting left, it's hard for a right-footed punter to do that, so I'm constantly working on that. And then I also felt I had too many touchbacks last year. Maybe instead of trying to put the ball on the 20-yard line, really just kind of biting off a little bit more that I could chew, trying to really pin him deep, and kind of got a little aggressive with that last year. But that's something I'm always working on. I'm always working on different types of kicks to come up in different situations. The returners these days, you look at Adoree, he can break one at any moment, and there's so many good returners back there that as punters you kind of have to figure out ways to kind of get the advantage back instead of giving it to them. So always trying to work on something new and take it into 2018.
Finally, do you take a hard time from the guys that you're not on the practice field a whole lot during the week?
I don't know so much about that. It's just more or less when they come in from meetings and Ryan and I are playing like putt-putt golf,
right.
We always get the must be nice to be a kicker or punter, and then in return we say, well, we're the ones that raised our hands back in 9th, 10th grade when they asked who wants to be the kicker. They didn't do it. So I think the biggest thing is as long as you make fun of yourself and kind of what you do, realizing that, you know, we don't go out and hit people and all that stuff. But I think for the most part, they respect kind of the art of kicking a field goal or hitting a punt. So it's all good. We tease each other back and forth a lot in the locker room, and it's a fun time.